Hello all, this is Abhilash. In this session, I will explain the basic importance and evolution of business analytics, provide a BA data-driven decision-making process that will visually explain the correlation of this term and the framework on which they operate. So let's start with basics of BA. So first, business analytics. So business analytics refers to the skills, technology, and practices for continuous iterative exploration and investigation of past business performance to gain insight and drive business planning. So iterative exploration means interaction of mathematical and computational process. Okay. So business analytics focuses on developing new insights and understanding of business performance based on data and statistical methods. So it's totally based on two the methods. One is data and second one is statistical. So analytics is a field which combines data, information technology, statistical analysis, and quantitative methods with computer-based models into one. So these all are combined to provide decision makers all the possible scenarios to make a well thought and researched decision. The computer-based model ensures that decision makers are able to see performance of decision under various scenarios. So business analytics is having a wide range of application. So it has a wide range of application from CRM, it's the customer relationship management, financial management, marketing, human resource management, pricing, and even in sports through team game strategies and so on. There are many applications involved in business analytics. Okay, so next, evolution of business analytics. So business analytics evolution has been existence since a very long time and has evolved with availability of newer and better technologies. It has roots in operational research, which was extensively used during World War II. Operational research was an analytical way to look at data to conduct military operations. Over a period of time, this technique started getting utilized for business. Here, operations research evolved into management science. Again, basis for management science remained same as operational research in data, decision making models. As the economic started developing and companies became more and more competitive, management science evolved into business intelligence, decision support system, and into PC software. Okay, so next, let's discuss importance of business analytics. So business analytics is a methodology or a tool to make a sound commercial decision. Hence, it impacts functioning of the whole organizations. Therefore, business analytics can help improve profitability of the business, increase market share and revenue to provide better return to a shareholder. It facilitates better understanding of available primary and secondary data, which again affect operational efficiency of several departments. It provides a competitive advantage to companies in this digital age flow of information is almost equal to all the players. It is how this information is utilized make the companies competitive. Business analytics combines available data with various well thought model to improve business decisions. So it converts available data into valuable information and this information can be presented in any required format compatible to the decision maker. So this four important points for business analytics. Next, now we are coming to the main point, data driven decision making. So what is data driven decision making? So then what does it mean to be data driven? This term describes a data decision making process which involves collecting data, extracting patterns and facts from the data and utilizing those facts to make interference that influence decision making. So data driven decision making is the process of making organizational decision based on actual data rather than institutions or observation alone. Analyzing pattern and fact from these insights and utilizing them to develop strategies and activities that benefits the business in a number of areas. So however, to extract genuine value from your data, it must be accurate as well as relevant to your aims. Collecting, extracting, formatting, and analyzing insights for enhanced data-driven decision making in business was once an all-encompassing task which naturally delayed the entire data decision making process. So fundamentally, data-driven decision making means working towards key business goals by leveraging verified analyzing data rather than merely shooting in the dark. So this is the framework of data-driven decision making. So our first step is define the problem. So define the problem that you are facing while doing any business. Okay. After that, uh, look at the second stage, analyze the data. That means gather data and evidence that directly or indirectly relates to the problem at hand. Analyze the data so you can develop an understanding of what it means. Okay. After doing this after passing the second test, third stage is talking about develop insights. So once you have answered what, be analyzing the data, develop an insights as what or why the problem is happening. Okay. So step 4, test the insights. Develop a hypothesis from your insight that answer how you can test your assumption, or it is important to note that we are not coming up with the solution here. So we are simply coming up with a case to test to see if your insights and assumption actually solve the problem. So now let's look at the step 5, review the results. Now that I have tested my hypothesis, I'm assuming, okay. So what are the results and outcomes? Have I solved the problem? I'm checking my list that I have solved the problems. Have I made the problem worse, or has the problem changed or evolved? So here I'm looking at the results where I got the solution for my problem that I'm facing the problem or issue while doing the business. Okay, so this is the framework. On this framework, actually, data-driven decision-making process happen or happening. So meanwhile, I will share one YouTube video on data-driven decision-making process with the 3 live examples that has been explained beautifully in that particular video. I will share link shortly. Do not forget to watch. Okay, so link will be shared in your group. Okay, no worries. And if you have any doubt, you can connect me personally. We can have a clarification session as well if required. Okay, so I'm moving to the next point here, components of business analytics. Okay, so the process of business analytics starts from realizing that there is some problem or there is a scope of improvement, right? So this is where good business acumen is required, whereby understanding the inner working of the business, so one can help and guide in the area of interest. So now the next step is often retracing the steps and checking if the process is going in the right direction or not. So this is where business analytics much checks that something is that they are considering as a problem or a scope of improvement actually exists or not. So once all of this cross checked, and then business analysts need to identify the relevant data required to the job. This includes the identification of the data sources and type of data required, the amount of it, and the format in which they can become useful. So here we are talking about different types of analytics and data. Okay, so first point is descriptive analytics. So descriptive analytics use summary statistics or past data describe. It's talking about what has happened in the past. So perhaps the most basic and still the most important and widely used kind of analytics is a descriptive analytics. This deals with uncovering the truth regarding business by analyzing the historical data. A number of factual information is revealed in this form of analytics. So this descriptive analytics is talking about past data, what has happened. Okay. So next analytics we are going to discuss is about predictive analytics. Predictive means you got that, like it's talking about what can be happen in future or what could be or what will be. Okay, so it's use statistical tools to predict what could happen. So this is the branch of analytics and that deals with the future. Here again, based on the historical data or a range of sophisticated statistical and machine learning methodology are put to use to understand what can happen in future given certain condition or the space at which the current scenario is moving. So this is done by identifying patterns in the data, figuring out the important drivers and features, and finding its relation with the objective that we are trying to predict. This is the one of the very useful analytics that using in business. Okay, so predictive analytics is performed known as a forecasting. Forecasting refers to the predicting a value over a fixed period of time where time also acts as a driver. That is plays a role in deciding what has predicted value is going to be in the output. Okay, so next prescriptive analytics. It is optimization machine and deep learning models. What should we do to describe? Okay, so this mainly used in IT department. Okay, so this is where optimization simulation. So prescriptive analytics, it is the most advanced form of analytics. Actually, what I said, it's mostly used in IT department only. Here, not only we try to predict, but also try to find a course of action that is the best suited to reach the objective. So whatever you like, one can start the business. First, he decide his problem, or first he decide his objective, right? So while predictable analytics provides us the what will happen, prescriptive analytics provide us with the answer on how to avoid the prediction in case the predicted output is something not in the interest of the company. So this is the where optimization and simulation methodologies are put to use compared to the previously mentioned form of analytics. This is the new and developing form of analytics. Advanced machine and deep learning methodologies are often used in this type of analytics that allows us to create different scenarios and find the best course of action. Okay, so these are the three important analytics we have covered in business and analytics. Okay. So now moving to the next part, that is talking about the data analytics. First is big data analytics. So big data analytics is the often complex process of examining big data to uncover information such as hidden patterns, correlations, market trends, customer preference that can help organization make informed business decisions. On the broad scale, data analytics technology and techniques give organizations a way to analyze data sets and gather new information. So business intelligence queries answers basic questions about business operations and performance. Okay. Next, web and social media analytics. First, we will discuss web analytics. Okay, so let us understand web analytics. By definition, web analytics is the measurement of data and the collection of information, analyze and reporting of internal data for the purpose of optimizing and understanding web uses. Here the web uses refers to the respective business website uses data. Okay. Now, so let's understand what is the social media analytics. Social media analytics is the practice of gathering data from social media, websites or networks such as Facebook, Twitter, Google, Instagram and so on, and analyzing those metrics to understand insights to make business decisions. So most often, now I am coming to the important point, that most often people get confused in between web analytics and social media analytics. So let's have a clear thoughts between these two. Web analytics uses the data collected directly from a particular business website, and the social media data is uses the data collected from social media networks, that is Google, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram and so on websites where people have their own accounts. Okay, so next is machine learning algorithm with the business analytics. So machine learning is a method of data analysis that automates analytical model building. It is a branch of artificial intelligence based on the idea that system can learn from data. Right? It is a branch of artificial intelligence based on the idea that system can learn from data. So it's a totally automated system. Okay. So identifying patterns and make decision with minimal human intervention. Why? Because here totally machine learning involved and system involved in this particular analytics. Okay, so web analytics mainly used to improve the user's experience and conversion rate. Below are the few important analysis can be done through web analytics. Okay, where are your website visitors coming from? On which page of your website they are spending more time? How they are connecting to your website? Which part of the day is your website gathering more traffic, and how well do you retain users? So these are the most experienced and more important analysis wherein done in web analytics. Okay, so here I'm concluding that we are done with the unit 3 of BBI, business intelligence. Okay, so thank you all. If anyone is having questions, yeah, they can connect with me personally in our WhatsApp group. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you all.